Again, I'm gonna go with Reaper. I'm gonna go with a Reaper style Death Scythe class where the weaponry is a scythe, and you're gonna be doing damage up close with the scythe, slow, methodical cuts, and stuff like that. Like the thing about a scythe is that it rips, tears, and tugs, right? So I could see it doing a lot of like damage over time effects. Listen, you heard it here first, okay? First predictions. A lot of DOTs, okay? It's gonna be like a dot class, like a very melee style, heavy armored dot class. So you're gonna, you'll do like an ability to like rip and cut, like where you put your scythe into them, rip it out, and then yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Storm Sage coming to you with our first nightly Ninja Talk, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's the nighttime. It's the nightcap. Okay, it's Thursday. Actually, no, I'm recording this on the day after Friday, early, and I wanted to go over with you guys some of what's going to be happening on the channel, and also do a little talk. And our first topic is, of course, Final Fantasy 14 Fan Fest is this weekend. It's actually the main live stream is actually going up tonight. So first, I want to let you guys know that information. If we go over here to the live stream tab, you already know the keynote address is tonight, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific PDT. Pacific Standard Time, and that is going to be later tonight, so around 9 p.m. my time. I will be streaming this. I'll be jumping on probably around 8:30 p.m. doing some runs in Final Fantasy, learning how to become a tank and getting ready for that sweet Sage. So if you want to come out and support and come watch the keynote live speaker and everything with me throughout the night, please come on through. I don't know if I'm going to be up till 4 a.m. We will see. We may watch it for, we may stay up till 4 p.m. Okay. We be up till 6 in the morning. Okay. And we ain't no hotels. Okay. Please no DMCA. Please no DMCA me. Anyways. So that's tonight, Friday. So we're gonna come in, chill. We're gonna go ahead and at least stay up until the midnight, 1 a.m. time to see what the new if any information comes through, and that's day one. And then if you look here, day two, letter from the producer live part FFXIV. So he's gonna have the live letter on day two. Okay, that's Saturday, May 15th. That's from 6:50 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. So again, super late. We are going to be on here late Saturday night. Probably jump on, play some Final Fantasy 14 up until that start time. And then he's going to have live QAs, as you can tell here. The Glamored to Life Showcase is going to be for an hour. Flashback with the cast. Even late at night, it's going to be Who Wants to Be a Gillionaire? Okay, Gillionaire. I see what you did there. And then day two is going to be the band performance. Okay, really late. Here's some guests. I don't know if you guys are interested in these guests. I just want to let you guys know what to look forward to this weekend. Kamiki Ryanosoku, Yuma Uchida. These guys sound like anime characters. It's crazy. Ken, okay, his name's just Ken. Hiroki Takahashi, the Primals, and Kiko. Okay, and then I believe, let's go ahead and get that day 3 schedule going. I believe there's only 3. Yeah, there's only 2 days. So the event's going to be between day 1 and day 2. The keynote address is usually where we're going to get the big information, the big news drop. So that is what we are waiting for. So that's going to be fresh tonight, 9 p.m. EST my time. So come in, twitch.tv/Sage Network _ okay, or any of the socials. Just look up Sage Network. You will find me on all the platforms, okay? That's Facebook, that's YouTube Live. I'll be here on Sage Network Live. Search for me. I will be live streaming this tonight as well. So part of this nightly Ninja Talk is where us sages discuss the next thing. So with the keynote address, going over some key information that we need, we're gonna do some predictions, okay? So one of the first predictions, okay, one of the first ones is that we're coming out. They're gonna reveal. We're thinking they're gonna reveal the new melee DPS job. And remember, they said that the armor is gonna be styled very close to Dragoon. So Dragoon is they have like the kind of like the heavier armor set of the game, and there's no class that really, compares to them. Okay, you got the monk, you got the samurai, you got all of those other classes, but Dragoon is kind of in their own as far as their armor type set. So a lot of people are thinking Beastmaster. So Beastmaster, people are still praying for Beastmaster. I don't think it's gonna happen, but the fact that the main villain is probably gonna have this class. I think the main can't think of my man's name, blonde, okay? My man with the blonde hair. And man, let's be honest, he's ready, okay? He's ready to destroy us coming up in Endwalker, but I feel like it's gonna be a scythe. So if I'm thinking about a class with a scythe, I'm thinking about oh man, that's the weapon type that I want, okay? I would love it if they have a scythe weapon class, melee DPS class. What that would look like as far as the class typing and damage, I don't know, because you got to think about heavy armor, right? So I'm thinking I'm gonna go with Reaper. I'm gonna go with a Reaper style Death Scythe class where the weaponry is a scythe, and you're gonna be doing damage up close with the scythe, slow, methodical cuts, and stuff like that. Like the thing about a scythe is that it rips, tears, and tugs, right? So I could see it doing a lot of like damage over time effects. Listen, you heard it here first, okay? First predictions. A lot of DOTs, okay? It's gonna be like a dot class, like a very melee style, heavy armored dot class. So you're gonna, you'll do like an ability to like rip and cut, like where you put your scythe into them, rip it out, and then over the next 20 seconds, they take increased damage, right? Either from other Dragoon weapons or other type of weapons. You can also have an attack called Rip and Tear. This does sound like, okay, it sounds like Gunbreaker, okay? The Juggler Tear, I get it, but I feel like it's going to be something where they may implement a little bit more dots for a melee class. We haven't really had a lot of DOT classes or status effect stacking classes on melee classes, and so I think that's something that or physical DPS melee classes is mostly for your long range, your summoner classes is where you get a lot of those dots, other magical DPS classes. So I'm thinking they're going to do something like that, okay? I don't know how much information they're going to give us about the class, but just to give you guys insight, obviously my name is Sage Network, so one of the first things we're going to be doing when Endwalker drops is leveling up my first healing class. We're going to get ready for it. We're going to be prepared for it, okay? But my first healing class, we're going to get that leveled up this time. This expansion, I'm finally going to get back to my old school DC Universe style of healing. And what better way to do it than with a class named after your own boy, Sage. So we're going to have to get that going. And I used to, just to give you some background, this is Nightly Ninja Talk, so we're going to be talking just a little bit. I'm not going to talk too long, but when I first started playing the game, I played as a Dragoon. I loved the Dragoon class. It was on PlayStation 4. And I loved the Dragoon class. It was like my bread and butter. Okay. Unfortunately, the Dragoon, I switched over to PC, which is not a bad thing, but I didn't realize that I would lose all of my process. So I had to start all over again. And I started over again with Summoner. That's right. And word is, based on some reviews, and Mr. Happy did an interview with the man himself. And when in that interview, they discussed pets and Eggy Glamour and how that probably isn't going to happen. And so a lot of people are suspecting. I know Cole, Evox, Desperius is another person that I watch content from. He also created a video about the Eggy Glamour and about pets maybe going away. And so I'm very interested to see what that class looks like, because I love Summoner. I did like Summoner. I like old Summoner. You know, when you had the Eggy Titan, the wind little man, those beautiful pets, and you actually have to control the pets. Like there was no just kind of letting them free do whatever they want to do. But you have to. The issue is that when you are a strictly PC MMO game, you can do stuff like that, right? Pet management. Click here, click there, click a button to, handle your pet. But when you have games that are also dual MMOs on the PC and on console, especially if you're trying to get in with the Microsoft and Xbox consoles eventually to expand the franchise, because I think that's all the game is missing. The game is missing a couple of more platforms, and it'll be bigger than WoW. Absolutely, they're missing a player base, right? They just need a little bit more of the pie. Being able to be compatible with the Microsoft Store, being able to be downloaded from the Microsoft Store, being able to be on Game Pass, some type of Game Pass variant. They get that going and get people to just try it. You try this game on Game Pass, you're gonna love it. Especially if it's free, people won't care about the initial. It's a very hard game to get into. So people are not going to care though. They're not going to care if it's free. People will do a lot of things. People do a lot of things for free things. Okay. I'm just letting you know that. So with that being said, I got on a tangent. That's called the Sage Rhythm. And we got off it. So let's get back on topic. Basically what I'm saying is that, right now, my main classes is tank, and machinist. Red mage is my magical DPS, so I like to have at least one class of all of the groups. If you guys love my Final Fantasy content, maybe we can jump in and get all the other groups leveled up. But this content. I don't have a melee DPS yet. I was gonna try out the new monk, but now that there's gonna be I know there's gonna be a new melee DPS. There's no reason for me to even, there's no reason even for me to think about it. Whatever the DPS that comes out tonight, whatever that is my melee DPS for this upcoming season. No questions asked. I don't care what. I don't care if it's sumo wrestler, okay? I don't care if it's cheese and crackers thrower, okay? It doesn't matter. Whatever this melee DPS is, this is going to be the Storm Sage melee DPS class of Endwalker, and we're gonna ride and get it done and get it leveled up really early when that season comes out. So I don't have a healer yet, so of course Sage is gonna be the healer class that we main. Melee DPS class is going to be Reaper or whatever they come out with tonight. It's going to be interesting, and the thing about it is that I don't think there's any type of really hint as to what this is going to be. Everyone knew a healer was coming out, so people were thinking chemist, but they really had a very artistic license with the Sage class. Okay, very very keen artistic license. So they could definitely do something really nice. They could definitely do something like a night, like a night class with a scythe. I think a scythe. Listen, a scythe is the shape of a moon crescent. There you go. We're going to the moon this season. This expansion. Listen, big brain plays, okay? Big brain plays, okay? But that is the nightly Ninja Talk. So that's my predictions, okay? They're also going to go over some interesting class changes. Boom. Also, I am not a warrior player, okay? I'm Gunbreaker right now with a little bit of the Dark Knight. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, okay? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Warrior seems like a style of tank that I like. Paladin is a no-go. I don't like Paladin, okay? Someone told me if I play it, I'll like it, just to know on my play style, but I don't like the aesthetic, okay? I like that dark, edgy character, Sasuke style, baby. But there's word that the warrior class, warriors need kind of like a revamp of how they tank, just to freshen them up, right? They're kind of just you know, fell cleave, and that's the gist, right? So they're looking for a little bit more spice, a little bit more juice. So we're gonna look out for that tonight. And of course, you know, I'm gonna have videos going up on YouTube going over all of the keynote information that you need in order for you to be successful coming into the next season of Endwalker. And again, that's pretty much it. That's my predictions, man. Reaper class, okay. Crescent Moon, okay. The new weapon is going to be that's obvious. The new our guy, I can't think of his name right now, but the guy that we're gonna fight, the guy that just wants to kill us, okay? He is angry, very angry with us. I understand it. We busted him up last time. Busted him up. We're gonna do it again, okay? All right, we're gonna do it again. But he's gonna have that new weapon, and then basically Sage is Alpha Null, okay? Alpha Null got the Sage powers looking. Look, we still got to get him. That new drip looks okay. Okay, the new drip looks, you know, it looks okay. I want to see some robes. I want to see, you know, he's royalty, right? He's royalty, man. I want to see some robes. I want to see some. Hey, they got to do some sick single pan shots of my boy, okay? Where he's just like looking and he's doing something. I'm gonna try to do it right now. So don't laugh, okay? Don't laugh. But I'm gonna try to do it right now. He's gonna be like, okay, I'm not doing that ever again, okay? Cut. But so that is the information there on tonight. The Fan Fest, be there, be square. The second thing I want to talk to you guys about, is I forgot. The second thing I want to talk to you guys about on here is Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis closed beta. I was able to sneak my way into the closed beta. So you guys, as you can see, we're going to be going through this closed beta as long as we can. I wanted to get into the new I wanted to get into Phantasy Star Online last year, a little late last year, and then they released the trailer right here. And so we're gonna go ahead and make this full screen and have this playing in our backgrounds. All right, and of course, full screen is not available. I don't know why, but anyways. So we're going to be jumping into the world of Phantasy Star Online 2 and New Genesis and seeing what it's all about. And it's going to be coming from the perception of someone who hasn't played the original Phantasy Star Online, okay? I have played it, but not to any extent. And the art style was a big turnoff, okay? The art style was a big turnoff. The graphical fidelity, it's a very old game, right? The original one. As soon as they shown that they're going to recreate it, new graphics, a little bit of a broader system, right? That's what's so crazy about Final Fantasy. Not to stay on that tangent, but Final Fantasy, its graphical design just stays very, very accurate, and it's been very good for a long time. But if Final Fantasy needs a graphical update, Phantasy Star Online definitely needed some type of rehash, refresh, and it looks like that's exactly what they're doing right here. If you can see, they are getting it done. So it looks good. I'm very excited to jump into that, but I was able to get there. So we'll have also videos, nightly ninja talks specifically about what to expect from the game, as well as all the information you need to know so that you can jump into the closed beta. If you want to, I'll put the instructions down below. Basically, you have to download on Microsoft or your Xbox, the Xbox Gaming Hub app, okay? Xbox Gaming Hub app. Make sure you download it. It was super easy for me. I downloaded it on my Microsoft Store on my PC. Once you get it downloaded and you get it in there, obviously you got to sync up your accounts, your Microsoft X Gamer tag. My old X Gamer tag, I got a skull. I don't remember ever liking skulls, but I guess at one point in time I like skulls. So my Canon, back when I was young Canon. Anyways, I digress. So once you get into there, you're gonna want to scroll down, look for announcements, look for the closed beta opt-in announcement, click on it. On the bottom, you got to scroll to the bottom. You'll see a area to, basically click to get in. And it happened in about 3 minutes and I got in. So I was able to download the game. It's ready to go. The release is tonight, the same time as the Final Fantasy Fest. So after the keynote speaking tonight, if there isn't any pertinent information on the Fan Fest, we may switch over to New Genesis and play that for a couple hours, get my first impressions, and get that rocking. Okay, but I just wanted to go. This is the first nightly ninja talk on this channel. We're gonna be going over keynote information like this. I'll be posting up videos about Final Fantasy, New Star Genesis, MMOs like that, in order for you guys to get all the information you need in order to succeed in the games you love. So again, as I always say, always follow your ninja way, my fellow sages. And I will see you guys tonight. Again, twitch.tv/Sage Network _ come in. I'm gonna mess around my voice mod. We're gonna have some funny memes, funny voiceovers. We're gonna have a blast. I'll see y'all then. Peace.